All right, guys, in this example, we're going to be looking at the volume of a computer chip, and we want to represent our answer in scientific notation. So go ahead and pause the video and make sure you understand what we're going to be doing. Okay, so the volume of a cube is length times width times height. And if you read this, we have the width here. We have the length here, and we have the height here. And so what we're going to do is we're going to multiply these three numbers together, and then we're going to represent our answer in scientific notation. So again, that answer is going to be A times 10 raised to the n, where A is between 1 and 10, and n is an integer. Okay, so let's go ahead and substitute our values in, and it says length, width, and height, but we can do it in any order that we want to. So we're going to do 2.44 times 10 to the negative 6th, and then we're going to multiply that by 2.5 times 10 to the negative 7th, and we're going to multiply that by 2.15 times 10 to the negative 4th. Okay, now there is a strategy that we use when we are multiplying these kinds of numbers together, and that is that we're going to take our values of A and we're going to multiply those together, and then we're going to add our values of n, so that 10 to the negative 6th, 10 to the negative 7, 10 to the negative 4th, we're going to add those values together because they have the same base. And so you'll see what I mean in just a second. So we're going to rewrite this as 2.44 times 2.5 times 2.15. And that's going to be the A value from the first expression, the width, the A value from the length, and the A value from the height. We're going to do that piece first, and then we're going to multiply that by the 10 to the negative 6th times 10 to the negative 7th times 10 to the negative 4th. So again, we're just rewriting this, and that's going to help us to do what we need to do next. Okay, so coming over to our calculator, I've already put in the first expression, so that's 2.44 times 2.5 times 2.15, and I get 13.115. 13.115. And then we're going to multiply that by 10 to the, okay, now I'm going to write this part out. So this is going to be negative 6 plus negative 7 plus negative 4. When we have the same base but different exponents, we can add those exponents together to get a new exponent. And there's a whole lot involved in that. And so if you have questions on that, please make sure that you ask. But I've done the negative 6 plus negative 7 plus negative 4, which gives me negative 17. Oh, where did we go? There we go. Okay, 13.115 times 10 to the negative 17. Now we're almost done, but we're going to notice here on our 13.115 that 13 is not between 1 and 10. So we need to rewrite 13.115 is 1.3115 times 10 to the first. So we're going to move that decimal place over 1, and we can see that 1.3 times 10 gives us 13. And so that's going to be our strategy there. And so we're going to rewrite this one more time as 1.3115 times 10 to the first times 10 to the negative 17. And if we add those exponents, 1 minus 17, we end up with 1.3115 times 10 to the negative 16. And that will be our final answer. So again, a little bit more complex of an example. I do expect for there to be questions on this one. So if you do have questions or you need help, please let me know. Otherwise, if you do understand it, that's awesome, and you'll do some practice problems on it in class. Thank you.